girl, you can get.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Quentin Jefferson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Ready. You ready? Run. Sammy. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Toss play to Lynch. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10.
It's caught at the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 92 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Being chased out left. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, 95, 56. 50's the mark. Tighten up.
Now Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson steps away. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Right. 315. 54 miles. Switch up, switch up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ready? 15. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Ready?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Ready.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Ready, catch.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And here's Wilson to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wilson now, throwing again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Ready? Man left. 3 down. Hey, kill.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And Gaines got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Watch the slip.
He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
95-56. Big stop, let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Kill.
Back to throw. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave them with a third down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And hit kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Good work, man. Let's go. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. The hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of this dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's get 7, 8, 8, 8. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Out.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Under 10, 20.
This is McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 8, 8.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah,
it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stout troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Davis now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Like 20. Watch my 4. Here we go, D.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Check, watch 54, watch 54. And watch that, and watch the hunt!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He may try and run for this.
Come on now, let's go!
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180! Right there, 54 Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In your face. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Steps away to his left. He can run. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Great.
Now Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Right there. 54, right there.
Third and long, it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Good job, Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that wild-card position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 12, fellas, here we go. Mike 5'9", and hut.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
21.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Buying time to his left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Check, 154. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
From the end zone, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly established.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety 20. Hey, watch set. Hey! 54. Mike, 54. Come on, D. Check the backer. Check.
Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Mike 5-4.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun. 54 Mike. Jump up. 54. Great. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slap.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
11. 54. Hey, Foxtrot. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come. Check 31, check 31.
To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Jump, jump, jump. 8, 54. Go.
Now Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
20. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You.
They snap it to Newton. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 51 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
From the 22, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's checking.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none?
Here we go.
Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 45. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
65.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put bitch nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Cousins now. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball.
Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Cousins the throw.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
23 yards to pick up there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. No score after one on EA Sports.
On the set. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the ball. Hey. R7, 5.
From the gun on third down, Greer. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. This winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and that will force a turnover on downs. Play action now, Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 15. A play fake. Now Greer to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. No. Off. Striker Omaha. Show it up. Go ahead.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 33 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. I probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And down he'll go at the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He's at the 30, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Greer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Here's Greer. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, it's Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Greer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Go, go. 55, 955. Hey, eat. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 55 is my guy, 55. Yo. Say go.
A final shot before the break. Greer escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw, Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first and 10, Greer. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10.
Check three. Hey, Alpha. Now.
Second and 10. Here's Greer again. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Dances by him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
60 outlaw.
On 2nd and 9, Greer gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On the carry, it's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins on the move to his left. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to the ground, Cook. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Rolling to his left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out to his left. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
4th down, Cousins steps away, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of their last drive, Charles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Greer sets to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
Now Greer on the move to his left. And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Greer now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive. They can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are.